So let's see. There's not a lot going on at the minute. Singing songs. So welcome to the show, everybody. Let me go to the live chat to see what everybody is saying. Just getting everything set up here, to be honest with you, at the minute. People are just coming into the live chat here now. Good stuff. Welcome, everybody. So there's nothing really happening at the protest at the minute. Just letting you know. Thanks for joining me. We'll be going live in just a second now at the GPO. So look, if you're new to the show, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. We go live, 3-4 times a week. Make sure you subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. You can support our movement. We're covering all these small protests against mass immigration, the invasion of Ireland. We're supplying banners, we're supplying flags, we're supplying placards, we're doing live streams, pre-record videos. And if you want to support our work, you can scroll down below the video, check out our flag fund. Every €10 donations put 3 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. And then every €100 donation will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. We give out all these flags for free. If you want to chip in, you can chip in from anywhere in the world. Scroll down below this video in the description and chip into our flag fund. We would really, really appreciate it. Support Irish nationalism, support the destruction of Ireland. Scroll down below the video, chip into our flag fund now. We'd really appreciate it. Or you can join as a member. We're Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement, the whole island of Ireland. This is the membership box you get here. The beautiful badge, Féin proclamation, Irish tricolour flag. You can join from anywhere in the world. Scroll down below the video, click the link in the description and join as a member now. Okay, everybody, welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. Look, I'm just watching here. I've got me. Let me see here. We are live streaming right now. But they're just singing songs. That's all they're doing. So welcome to the show, everybody. Let me see. Is there many people in the live chat? Good stuff. Good stuff. Sinn Féin are fake patriots, absolutely. They have betrayed the men of 1916. So we're down there now, and we will tell you what's happening. They're just singing songs at the minute, alright? So make sure you tune in, share these live streams with all your friends and family. Right, okay, so we'll just show you what I'm chatting about. There's nothing really much going on. Here you see it now. There's not a wild lot going on. They're just singing songs on the podium. Look, for those of you who are just joining us, Sinn Féin are internationalists. They're globalists. They're communists. They're Marxists. They're now trying to jump on the bandwagon to save this GPO, the building in front of us there. It's a historic building. As the men of 1916 stormed the GPO to strike a blow for Irish freedom, and now they're talking about turning this building into commercial units, shops, businesses, etc. And Sinn Féin now are jumping on the bandwagon, but Sinn Féin support the Islamification of Ireland. Sinn Féin, let me see, they're talking now, so let me see what.
Of the evacuated garrison in Moore Street, earning himself the name the Boy Commandant. Christina is a long-time and stalwart campaigner for Moore Street. Full of us. Hi, can you all hear me? Well, I'm just going to share a few words. I'll start off by saying that I'm a proud member of the Moore Street Preservation Trust. And anybody who hasn't heard of that, it is a group of mainly relatives who have come together to ensure that Moore Street is restored the way it should be. And I think it's important to say that we would be feeling exactly the same way about the GPO. They're two projects totally connected and intertwined. And, you know, I think that the architecture of our history surrounds us, and it enables us to engage with it and understand the past. It is beyond belief that those in power have little or no interest in two of the most seminal buildings in the city. And one thing I noticed walking up from Parnell today, as I walked along the main thoroughfare, O'Connell Street, I saw a casino. I saw a fast food place. I saw, you know, a cheap souvenir shop. I saw another casino. I just thought, how could that be happening, that this building is under threat and those buildings are fine? And I think that this needs to be done. Christina, a timely reminder that we need to be ever vigilant to protect our history from Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Lowry and the rest of them, because we know what they will do.
The history and culture of Ireland.
Our next speaker hardly needs any introduction. Here we are in the centre.
No, they support the Islamification of Ireland. They support the destruction of Ireland. Sharia Féin.
Here in the city, that fight is led by the woman who asked me to introduce her simply as Uachtaráin. Uachtaráin Sinn Féin, Mary Lou MacDonald.
There's Mary Mohammed now.
And that's actually a big lie from Louise. I asked her to introduce me as the latest member of the Wolf Tones. If you don't know, well, maybe you're better not knowing. Just remember that when the rebels took on the British Empire more than a century ago, in the events that led to the rising, the occupation of this building, and all that transpired in these laneways on these streets down as far as Moore Street. Remember, they took on the greatest, the most powerful, the most ruthless empire the world had ever seen. And they knew what the odds were. They knew what the odds were, but they courageously stepped forward for their nation, for their country, for us. Their sacrifice was for us. So when we recall the events of Easter, of the wider struggle, and pick your timeline, which century you start, but be very, very clear. We talk not just of history, but we talk about the here and now. These events, these sacrifices, this bravery and courage is part of who we are and what we are now, today, in 2025. This sacrifice, this bravery, this belief in Ireland, this belief in who we are, that is the inheritance of future generations. Be clear about that too. And that is why the GPO and Moore Street and this district matters so much, because despite the best efforts of the Irish political establishment, despite every effort from them, we will not forget. Never. We will never forget that sacrifice. And we demand that Ireland, that Irish people, that Irish leaders aspire to and live up to the standards that were set by these brave patriots. That is the challenge. When I heard the great plan from Féin, Fine Gael, and of course their friend Michael Lowry, to place retail units and offices in the GPO. To be honest with you, I thought I was hearing things, but then I reminded myself that you are dealing with a government, with a political establishment with no respect for our revolutionary tradition, with no respect for our rebel history. And more than that, clearly no respect for the generations living in the here and now or those that are yet to come. We know that the inner city of Dublin, that this place needs regeneration. We know that. We also know that regeneration has to be driven by who we are and by the things that we value. So how's this for a regeneration plan? How about the Free State establishment drops the pretense that history never happened, that somehow we woke up one morning and we were free? How about they drop the pretense also that we are fully free because our island is still partitioned? Remember that? How about regeneration driven by the truths of history? The truth as proclaimed here in our proclamation. How about regeneration based on the values of that proclamation? Equality, inclusion, leaving no person behind, no child behind. How about regeneration driven by an unashamed declaration that we wish to be fully free, that we wish to live in an independent, sovereign Irish Republic? History informs the present. History can inform the present and drive the future. That's what an Irish government should be about. So the GPO, at the epicentre of this historic tale, at the epicentre of Irish revolutionary effort, this should be a place, a sacred place of remembrance. That's what it should be. That's what it must be. This must be a living museum to Ireland, to all that we are and to all that we can be. And so rather than turning this into another commercial entity for the profit of a few, how about we restore, we develop, we commemorate this building and Moore Street and all of the laneways of history in what has been described as the most significant battlefield site in modern Irish history? How about we do that? That's why we're here today. That's why we stand in the centre of the city, of the place, the rebel city that fought the British Empire. That's why we are here. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael need to withdraw their shameful, disgraceful plan. Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and their Lowry friends need to hear the voices of the Irish people, because unlike them, we are proud. We are proud of our history. We are proud of our heritage. And we will not stand idly by. No, we will not stand idly by while they vandalise that history. So friends, thank you for being here. This battle now has just begun. Just begun. We need to take a stand. We need to be firm. We need to be clear. And we need to ensure that the voices of Irish people here in Ireland and all across the world are heard loudly and clearly. Hands off our rebel history and hands off the GPO.
The complete and upper
no
hypocrisy from
revolutionary
these people.
gathering would be complete without music and song, so I'm going to invite Garrowage and Cormac to take to the stage to sing us a few tunes.
You know, the complete and utter hypocrisy from Sinn Féin, you know, to claim that they support Irish, you know, Irish history and Irish heritage, while opening our border, supporting the destruction of Ireland, supporting, you know, the replacement of the Irish people. They support the Islamification of Ireland. You know, Mary Lou McDonald was in Croke Park praising Muslims. No, Croke Park is sacred ground. I didn't hear you complaining about the you know, the attack on our heritage and the attack on Croke Park, where men and women died on the grounds of Croke Park by British forces. But no, you were there, Mary Lou McDonald. You were there with these new colonisers. So don't speak to us like you're some kind of Irish Republicans, or you're Irish nationalists, or you just care about Irish culture. What an absolute joke. You know, they'll say one thing now, and then, you know, tomorrow they'll be waving their LGBT flags, they'll be supporting abortion, they'll be supporting the destruction, the annihilation of the Irish people. And we say enough is enough. We see through Sinn Féin. This is the utter hypocrisy here. We're exposing them for what they are. A bunch of anti-Irish traitors, a whole lot of them. They're trying to hijack this, you know, save the GPO. You know, the men of 1916 who were trying to fight for Irish freedom, who inspired future generations, you know, they didn't die to have their borders open to a lot of Africans and people from the Middle East. They didn't die to kill unborn Irish children. They didn't die for our children to be radicalised in schools by radical LGBT. But this is what Sinn Féin support. They support the destruction of Ireland. They support the annihilation of our people. They support population replacement. And they support all this woke ideology, this Agenda 21 sustainable development, get you out of your cars, get you cycling everywhere. They support all the agendas. They claim they're against government policy, against Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, but they support Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael in all major policies, whether it be immigration, abortion, LGBT, the Agenda 21 sustainable development agenda. They support all these green agendas. So they completely support the government in all this. So again, complete and utter hypocrisy from Sinn Féin. You know what I mean? What are these people like? Hi, so welcome to the show, everybody. If you're new, please subscribe, share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. What was I going to say? So it was good to see so many people in the live chat already. So like, if you're new to the show and don't know who we are, I'm Niall McConnell, the leader of Shield na HÉireann. We're Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. We're real Irish nationalists. We're completely in opposition to mass immigration, but Sinn Féin support immigration. We are against the murder of unborn Irish children. Sinn Féin support the murder of unborn Irish children. Stats came out there yesterday. 1 in 6 children. 1 in 6 pregnancies now are terminated. Babies are killed. 1 in 6 babies are killed in the mother's womb now. 1 in 6. In the UK and England, I believe, is 1 in 3. So we're going to keep going down this route of killing future generations. I know they're anti-Catholic, they're anti-Christian, they're completely and utterly sectarian, which we oppose to. We believe in bridging the gap, or bridging the divide between Catholics and Protestants. But, you know, they're as sectarian as it comes. You know, what's Sinn Féin's motto? Brits out, Africans in. That's what their motto is. So let me go to the live chat. What's everybody saying? Scary Mary, you're a disgrace. Islam out, Sinn Féin out. Brehon law before Sharia law, absolutely. Sinn Féin equals controlled opposition 100%. Look, you can support our work. We are attending all these anti-immigration protests, pretty much every single one now that's on. We're going there, we're giving out banners, flags, placards, all for free, but we cannot do this without you. Every flag that we give out is €3, banners €100, the signs are €10. So aye, let's see, there's more speakers here now. No, there's just more music. Okay, so look, support our work. Scroll down below the video, click the link in the description, chip into our flag fund. We're handing out flags, banners, placards, signs, doing live streams at all these protests. If you check out our channel, you can see all the protests we're covering. This is a protest in Ardee, County Louth. We handed out the flags. That's Dublin. This is Bundoran, Donegal. Giving out flags for free. So if you want to chip in €10, that'll cover 3 flags. A €100 donation will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish nationals. We need your support. You can chip in from anywhere in the world. Help us now. Support our work. We'd really appreciate it. Alright, scroll down below the video. Click the link in the description. So what's going on here now? So they are still. I think that's the end of the protest there in Dublin. So Sinn Féin anti-Irish traitors claiming to be Irish Republicans, the heirs of the men of 1916. Absolutely not. Sinn Féin supported the Islamification of Ireland. They support the destruction of Ireland. They support mass immigration. They support abortion. They support the radicalisation of our children in schools. They support all the government policies. And it wasn't too long ago when people like myself, I was up at the anti-immigration protest recently up in Dublin, and we were protesting immigration. Tens of thousands of Irish nationals protest immigration. And who was at the GPO supporting government policy, opposing Irish nationalists? Was Sinn Féin, screaming, shouting abuse, calling us fascist, racist, etc. It was Sinn Féin supporting government policy. So they're complete and utter hypocrites, the whole lot of them. So that's why you should support real Irish nationals like ourselves, Síl na hÉireann. I'm the leader of Síl na hÉireann. My name is Niall McConnell from Féin, County Donegal. You can support us by, as I was saying, chipping into our flag fund, or you can become a member from anywhere in the world. So you can join from Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand. No matter where you're from, you can join as a member. And what do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful box. You get this beautiful membership badge, this Who We Are booklet. You'll get this framed proclamation, the Irish tricolour flag, and this membership card. Join as a member now. Scroll down below this video. Click the link in the description. Support our work. Support real Irish nationalists. Not Sinn Féin, who are communists. Let's make no mistake about it here. So welcome to the show, everybody. We're just highlighting the complete and utter hypocrisy of Sinn Féin, claiming to be Irish nationalists, but they're nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. So look, I'm gonna just bring up a few things here now, right? Let me see here now. I can keep playing this here, right? Let's do this. Let's do it this way. Should be still playing that. Okay. Just let me get up a few wee clips just to show you exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't understand what Sinn Féin are really all about here. So if you're new to the show, please subscribe. Share these videos with all your friends and family. We live stream. I was live last night covering the Irish news. We're going to Sligo next Saturday to cover a protest, anti-immigration protest, because there's a massive, a city being built for migrants in Sligo town. It's you should see it. It's absolutely huge. But we will be covering that. I don't see the search function on Twitter anymore. Why is that gone? It was working there a while ago, but I don't see it anymore now. Because I was going to bring you up a few videos, but why is it not working anymore now? That's a shame. It was working on desktop, that search function, but I don't know why it's not working. Oh wait, it is working. It's in a different place. Let me just try and find a few things here now, right? Okay. Here we go. We've got a few things here for you. So I'm going to show you a few clips, right? For those of you who don't understand what Sinn Féin are all about and how they've betrayed the men of 1916. I'll play a few clips here now, right? You shall enjoy this. Yeah, no, Croke Park, which is another historic Irish national site, you know, where the Gaelic games are played. Sinn Féin stood with the Muslims as they prayed to Eid. She went in there praising them and saying, you know, you're our precious Muslims and all this here nonsense. So let me show you a few clips here now, right? Put a 1 in the live chat for the fella doing the live stream. Great job, really appreciate it. Good man yourself. I'm going to send him a message, tell him to thank. Tell him that he did a great job. Thanks very much. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let me go to the live chat here. How's everybody doing? Yeah, 1 in 6 babies are now killed through the act of abortion. Absolutely disgusting. You know, and Sinn Féin support the murder of unborn Irish children. This is the thing. They support the murder of unborn Irish children. I know in England it's 1 in 3 children are killed through abortion. In Ireland it's 1 in 6. You know, where does it stop? You know, the right to life, the fight for life continues. Okay, so look, let's show you some clips now about Mary Lou and Sinn Féin are actually all about. This is the real colours here. They're masquerading as Irish Republicans, but they support the Islamification of Ireland, right? So here we go. Sinn Féin exposed. This is the leader of Sinn Féin, Mary Lou McDonald. Sinn Féin used to be a Catholic party. Well, they were masquerading as a Catholic party. Now they're the Islamic party. Consider this when you're voting for Sinn Féin.
Assalamu alaikum. I have to say, I haven't been at Croke Park for quite some time, but what a joyous occasion. I cannot imagine a more fitting occasion to make a return here. I've never featured on this hallowed turf in a sporting sense, but I can tell you this comes a very, very close second.
The Prophet Muhammad said, God has no mercy on one who shows no mercy to others.
All of you, our precious Muslim community, must be part of shaping that road and that destination.
Assalamu alaikum.
So there, that's the real Sinn Féin. They support the Islamification of Ireland. They support United Nations replacement migration. There will be not a Gael left if Sinn Féin get power. Now, Sinn Féin, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, they're all the same to me. They all support the same agendas. Mass immigration, murder of unborn Irish children through abortion. 1 in 6 babies now in Ireland are killed through abortion. 1 in 3 in England. Absolutely disgusting. Any country that kills unborn children, they face no future. And God will not be mocked. So we're exposing Sinn Féin now for what they are. A bunch of anti-Irish traitors. They've sold out their soul. And now they're internationalist, globalist communists. You tell me in the live chat what you think. No, am I exaggerating? Am I going over the top here? Please let me know in the live chat what you think all about it. What's your opinion of Sinn Féin? Get your comments in. Tell me what you think. I want to hear from you. Okay, we've got another interesting clip for you here now. So here we have a video of Sinn Féin leader Mary Lou McDonald. She's appeared at the Wolf Tone concert and crowds starting to boo. So they're starting to see through Sinn Féin and Mary Lou McDonald as well. Let's have a listen in here, right?
For everything. Thank you for giving voice to so much. Thank you for always staying true. Thank you for being true rebels, true patriots. Thank you for being the voice for all of us. So, let the people sing their stories and their songs and the music of their native land, their lullabies and battle cries and songs of...
it's just embarrassing. It's just completely and utterly embarrassing. Sinn Féin are a bunch of sellouts, and even the people at Wolf Tones, who be more left-leaning in the crowd, they don't even like Sinn Féin because they see them as utter sellouts. Sinn Féin support the destruction of Ireland. They support the Islamification of Ireland. They support killing unborn Irish children. They support the radical LGBT agenda in Irish schools and the sectarianism that's just utterly dripping from them. They support government policy and all sorts of things. They support government policy and immigration. Recently, myself and other Irish nationalists, tens of thousands of Irish nationalists were marching the streets of Dublin opposing government policy, opposing Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael immigration policy. And who was counter-protesting us? Who was supporting the government policy? Sinn Féin. They were outside the GPO, the absolute neck on them, to stand outside the GPO and scream and shout abuse at us, calling us all sorts of names, because they support the Islamification, they support the destruction of Ireland, they support the Irish becoming a minority in their own country. Absolute sellout traitors, the lot of them. You tell me what you think. Comment down below. What do you think? Am I going over the top here? What's your opinion? Please let me know. I want to hear what you have to say. Do I need any more evidence? I'll play you a few more clips here to show you what this is all about. So welcome to the show, everybody. Please share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. Look, I implore everybody to stop supporting Sinn Féin, particularly Irish Americans. Support real Irish nationals like ourselves. No, we're not funded by the state. We're not funded by NGOs. We rely on your support. We're helping all these small protests now all over Ireland. These anti-immigration ones. We were at Roscommon there last week. This coming week, we're coming to County Sligo to oppose a massive IPAS centre. There's 3 huge buildings. There probably could put 1,000 migrants in this wee small town of Sligo. We're going down there to support them. We're bringing flags, banners, placards, signs, doing live streams, pre-recorded interviews. So if you want to support us, you can do so by going down below the video, click the flag font in the description. We're handing these flags for free, banners for free, placards for free, everything's given out for free, but we need your support. You can chip in from anywhere in the world. A small €10 donation will put 3 flags into the hands of Irish nationals. A €100 donation will put 35 flags into the hands of Irish nationals. We need your support. We cannot do this without you. We're covering all these protests all over Ireland. We've been in Roscommon recently, RD, Carrickmacross, Castleblaney, Drogheda, Dundalk, Bundoran, Sligo is next. Look, we're covering all these protests. We'll be in Waterford as well. We're covering them all. So we need your support. Scroll down below the video, chip in from anywhere in the world. We'd really appreciate your support. Or if you want to join our movement, join as a member, you can do so. My name is Niall McConnell. I'm the leader of Shield na HÉireann. We're Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement, the whole island of Ireland. And what do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful box here, this beautiful Irish nationalist badge, the Who We Are booklet, the Féin proclamation, the Irish tricolour flag, and this membership badge. So if you want to join as a member from anywhere in the world, scroll down below the video, click the link in the description, and join as a member now. If you join by joining as a member, it supports our work, help us continue to do what we do, bringing the truth to not only the Irish people, but the people all over the world. Okay, so what else have I got in story for you here? Okay. So let me go to the live chat here now. The truth hurts, absolutely. 100% correct. So welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you're new to the show, please subscribe. Share these videos with all your friends and family. Let's get the message out there. God bless us for tuning in. Thanks to the live streamer as well. Really appreciate you live streaming from Dublin. Good man yourself. God bless you. So everybody, I'm going to leave it there. Support our flag fund. Click the link in the description. We're handing out flags for free. We need your support. Cannot do this without you. A simple €10 donation goes a long way. Puts 3 flags into the hands of Irish nationalists. Here we are in RD handing out flags for free. Chip into our flag fund. We're not funded by the state. We're not funded by NGOs. Or you can join as a member. This is a beautiful box you get. The membership badge. That's it there. The Who We Are booklet. The Féin proclamation and the Irish tricolour flag. Support our work now. Join as a member. Chip into our flag fund. I'm going to leave it with everybody. Probably go live again tomorrow, Sunday. So we'll see you all again soon. God bless us all. Aaron go bra.